After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. Down to the 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devin Hester, 58 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now run, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Boy, a rough time for a turnover there. They give it away on their first possession in this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
They take over already inside the red zone thanks to a great return there after the fumble. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Howell. Hitting Samuel on the slant. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And whatever adjustments they made at intermission, they're working because the first half they didn't look so hot. Now they seem to be clicking.
And you know me really well, partner. A lot of the time I like to downplay the idea of adjustments. Maybe it's just they executed better. But in this case, I think you're right on to something. They look so much sharper, so much better. They obviously saw something they needed to change, and they did exactly that.
Change is working right now. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Devontae Smith, 56 yards. And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. But remember, this game was tied at halftime, but wow, they have come out blazing in the second half.
3 touchdowns in the 3rd quarter alone. Count them with me. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
And that last one, a long one. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the 2-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st down, Howell to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2nd and 6. Off play action. It's Howell. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. So once again, the Chiefs electing to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance at a return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Powell looking to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run. This is Irving. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
They'll run with Irving. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell down to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He'll look to set up his blockers. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.